Put in the hard work, let's go champ. Get me straight out the dirt, let's go champ.
Glory awaits you, let's go champ. And your private jet too, let's go champ.
Brownsville, baby, Brownsville. Got Ireland. We got Benjamin Bucket Siegel, the big six man. Bugsy Siegel, Silent Lance Vegas. Got Mike motherfucking Tyson. Got Sharon Briggs. We got Riddick Bowe. We got Chad motherfucking Judy, baby. Brownsville, Brownsville all day, dog.
Silver Boy Records and Films. Silver Boy Records and Films. Silver Boy Records and Films.
Thank you, Antonio. Okay. So Al Heyman is very sick. They're praying for his life. Boy, must be very sick. I don't know what's wrong with him, but they're praying for his life. Eddie Hearn says Eubank is 35 years old, still wearing a next-gen tracksuit. That made Conor Ben laugh. The hunger is totally different. Eubank wants the money, then he'll be off. Conor is a young hungry fighter. It will be like Nigel Benn versus Iran Barkley. That's what he's saying. I mean, I don't know, man. I think if Chris can keep him off, yeah, he should be okay. But I think that, you know what I mean, Conor wants to get in, slip a punch, boom to the ribs. Slip the punch, come in, boom, bang, uppercut. You know what I mean? If you could do something like that, yeah. Because once he puts that body shot in there, and like Mike Tyson used to do, body shot in, same hand, straight up to the uppercut, we'll see what happens. I mean, that was a good fight, man. Iran Barkley versus Nigel Benn, yeah? Now, in them times there, they were saying Iran Barkley is the Mike Tyson because he was knocking everyone out, yeah? And then, them time British fighters, you know what I mean? British fighters were seen as crap, man. You talk to an American about a British fighter, they'd be like, that English person? And that used to wind Nigel Benn up, yeah? So, I mean, I heard Nigel Benn in an interview once say, you only have three really hard fights in you. So I don't think he used to train. He didn't used to train properly. He even said it himself. He didn't used to train properly. But for the Americans, he would train properly because they didn't respect British fighters, yeah? So he went in there and he knocked Iron Barkley down 4 times in round 1. Iron Barkley got up. Yeah, he got up, but he went down 4 times and the referee waved the fight off. So that's how Eddie Hearn thinks Conor Benn is going to be Eubank Jr. I see Tank in the music video, just kind of joking around, acting like an R&B star. Then he done a little spin. He was like Cisco. Okay. So we had a mad fight card, yeah? Red season. Get back to some of that. Then a mad fight card, yeah? So Wardley versus Clark 2, yeah? I mean, admittedly, I didn't have time to see the fight, yeah? But I saw a bit of the highlights. So Wardley put some punches across Clark's head, and he went down. And when he got up, his jaw was lean, yeah. So it looked like he'd broken jaw. Eddie Hearn said he went to hospital, and Wardley was like, "I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay," yeah. So that's how that went. I mean, I don't know how it happened, yeah, but you know what I mean. If you don't keep your mouth closed, this is what's gonna happen. Because like somehow in this sport now, you know, people got into this habit of every time they throw a punch, they grunt, they make a noise, whatever. You can't be doing that, man. Because when you get caught with a counter punch, you don't say you're throwing your punch, you're growling, whatever. Your mouth's open. Your opponent throws a counter punch. That's it, your jaw's broken. Your mouth should be firmly closed, biting on your gum shield. Yeah? Your mouth's not supposed to be open, screaming and grunting and shouting. Look terrible, man. The man's jaw was completely just twist. I think that's how Joe Frazier broke Muhammad Ali's jaw too. Muhammad Ali's there talking smack. Okay, what we got here now? Ben Whittaker was pushed over, yeah? So basically, they're fighting, and the guy kind of charging, or pushing rather, Ben Whittaker, his back's on the ropes, and then he deliberately pushes him over and he goes over on top of him, yeah? So he's down, and I can hear someone's corner saying, look, he's pretending to be injured. And when you read the comments, the stupid comments people say in the comments, yeah, saying, ridiculous, he's a quitter, took the easy route. Ben Whittaker was overwhelmed. Whittaker was manhandled. Then when they interviewed Cameron after, he said, he was having breathing problems. Yeah? So you see, yeah, for some reason he was having breathing problems, Cameron was saying. I mean, like, some of these people making these comments, they've never had a fight in their life, but they're talking like they know everything. Yeah? Your opponents pushed you over the ropes. How do they know what injury Ben Whittaker's got? I know he didn't pull his back. How do they know? And he didn't land on his shoulder and his shoulder's dislocated. They don't know. It's talking rubbish. I mean, no two people see a fight the same. Everyone sees something different for some strange reason. But what the commentator did say before the incident, he seemed to be saying Ben was having a hard time. I mean, his last two fights, yeah, you know what I mean? He seemed to be more trying to fight in the pocket, yeah? I mean, he was flash in the fight before last, but not as flash as his previous fights. And I don't know if people just kind of talk to you and they say, well, you can't really stand toe to toe, so you want to prove you can fight toe to toe, and then you lose. I mean, don't listen to your opponent. What are you listening to your enemy for? Yeah, you don't listen to them because they're going to tell you what suits them to beat you. Don't listen to them. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what happens. And then this one, they were saying he's not moving like he usually does. He's getting hit. He get hit more than he usually does. But then anyway, I mean, Cameron after said he was having breathing difficulties. Right. So this is after the Eubank win. Yeah. I didn't watch all of the fight. Yeah. Like trying to get information about all the fights and got some other stuff to do. So I saw bits of it. It looked good. It looked stylish. Yeah. Looked very easy. Yeah. That's what Eubank said. He said he was just having fun in there. So basically, Eubank Jr. wins. Connor's in the ring. After that, and Connor says, after that performance, do you think I'm scared? So Connor was, do you think I'm scared? Yeah. Eubank's friend. So Eubank is in the ring with his friend. I'm like, who's this geezer? Looks like Neymar. It looks like Neymar. What's Neymar doing there? Yeah. So Neymar's there, boy. And just seeing him there just moves everything to a much higher level, like when you saw Cristiano Ronaldo there. I mean, I think a lot of these dudes, you know, they'd be thinking, you know, if they didn't make it in football, maybe they would have tried boxing. But then with Neymar, you know, coming from Brazil, Brazil's a very tough place. Them guys have to be able to fight to survive. I mean, I saw this old footballing picture. I can't remember who it was. Some big international game. Yeah, big international game. They wear the yellow and blue kit. And the professional footballers got a gun there. So you don't even know what they've got to do to get into the stadium, how much security they need, and how much security they need when they're going. We just see the match. We don't see what happens before or after. Yeah. So Neymar was there. It was amazing, man. So he said, do you think I'm scared? Connor starts speaking in Spanish. I hear him say vamos. What does that mean? Go? Move? Something like that. Go, move, vamos. Neymar translate for Eubank. Then they go forward to forward. Yeah? They go like this. Oh, before that, Eubank's got a cut from the fight anyway. The dude accidentally headbutts. They call it accidental. Headbutts Eubank and Eubank gets a cut. So he's all blasé about, oh, it's okay, these things happen in the fight, it's nothing. Yeah? So then him and Connor, you know what I mean, kind of go in and start. Then Eubank kind of rams him. Because that's what Eubank was saying. You step to me, you're a coward. You step to me when you know I was cutting weight. Now I haven't cut weight. I'm not on that situation anymore. So Eubank was ready to fight him. Yeah, so that fight is definitely on, man. I mean, they've sold that fight there. Just there and then, they've sold that fight. Yeah? I mean, that can definitely fill a stadium. And just get a very good undercard like we just had there. I mean, this undercard for this Red Season fight was amazing, yeah? They just need a good undercard, man. That's definitely a stadium filler, yeah? This one's glitching. Yeah, so then he shoved him and the security kind of stopped it. Then I didn't actually see it myself, but they said Conor came back and shoved Eubank. So yeah, that's on, man. I mean, that's gonna be a good fight. That's what Conor was saying. Do you think on the back of that performance, I'm scared? Yeah. What more can Eubank do? I think the pace of it was a bit slow. Yeah, but what can he do? He can only react to what his opponent's doing. And at the end of the day, he just won the world title. He just beat a world champion. Yeah? I mean, Conor is not a world champion. He's never been a world champion. He's got the potential to be a world champion. He got the potential to be like a Tank Davis, yeah? He definitely has that, but as yet he's never won a world title. So just to poo-poo Eubank, I think that was I think it was an IBO world title he just won from this dude. Yeah. Then Eubank says, I saw fear in the man's eyes. Then he changed it. I saw fear in the boy's eyes. He's just a boy. He's just a little boy. Wardley says, war by name, war by nature. Yeah? Now, he's ready now to move up to a much higher level. And this is what I said in my yesterday's video, yeah? I said they're both good, Clark and Wardley. But when I saw Wardley, I just felt like, yeah, this guy is the real McCoy. You know what I mean? This guy is definitely on a much higher level. Like, this guy could go to the very top in boxing. That's what I thought when I saw him on Wardley Clark 1. Yeah? I mean, he could definitely be a top 10 contender. So after that fight now, he's going to be right up there now. So, one of the big names in boxing, heavyweight boxing. Yeah, AJ, obviously Dubois, Tyson Fury, Usyk, Deontay Wilder, Derek Chisora, Dillian White, Joe Joyce. He's on that kind of level now. They'll be trying to match him with these fighters, Zhang, Martin Bakole. Now he's moved on that performance yesterday. He's moved up to that kind of level where he can fight these kind of people. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Put in the hard work. Let's go, champ. Yeah, then I saw Eddie Hearn, yeah? He was in an interview with Eiffel TV. Eddie says, if you don't get rid of Colin, no more interviews for Eiffel TV. And Kukas Cassian says he stays. So I don't know what that's all about, yeah? I mean, some of these people, I think there was somebody before, yeah, even the previous interview. Yeah, I think that's probably the second time, because I'm sure before him and somebody with Eiffel TV had some kind of words. I don't know if it was Colin, but it happened again yesterday. Eddie says, no more interviews for you. If you have to get rid of this Colin. Kugan says, no, he stays. So let's see how that happens. What happens? Yeah. Because some people just start talking all kinds of nonsense. Yeah. And like Eddie Hearn, he's all about power. I'm the boss. I've got the power. You do as you're told. Kind of attitude, yeah? So let's see what happens. We've got Jay Apataya beats Jack Massey. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that, yeah? Chapati is very good. He's got power. We've got Beterbiev beats Bivol. Comments say it was a robbery, a draw at most. One comment said a disgrace to boxing. So apparently, Bivol won the fight. Everyone says Bivol won the fight, but Beterbiev got the decision. So let's see what happens. Zhang says Deontay Wilder's power is awesome, but I was able to take away his power in my own way. I mean, Deontay Wilder hardly hit Zhang, but he said he could feel the power and he took it away in his own way. Conor Benn says he really wants to hurt Eubank Jr. If the cameras weren't there, he'd be eating the floor. He pulled up at one of my interviews and started talking shit. My dad won the second fight, but didn't get the decision. Yeah, and that's what he said. First, the beef was rooted in his father not winning the decision in the second fight. But he said now it's gone to another level. It's gone to another level. I mean, the amazing thing about Chris Eubank versus Nigel Benn, #1 fight. Like, at the end of the fight, the interviewer said, "So you underestimated him?" Nigel said, "I didn't underestimate him. I overestimated him." Yeah, I didn't underestimate him. I overestimated him. So now it was all trying to build up for the second fight. And when the second fight started, Ben's attitude was like, and he was all fit and his washboard, six pack. He was like, now we're fucking see, mate. Now we're fucking see. And Nigel Benn did win the second fight. But they said it was a draw. That's how boxing goes. They say if you don't do enough to beat the champion gets the decision. But Nigel Benn definitely won the second fight. Well, man, if you could go back and see that bit of footage, did you underestimate him? So I didn't underestimate him. I overestimated him. Like I'm saying, man, like, so he hates him because of his dad. I don't see it that way, man. I see it like these two guys, Eubank and Benn, should be putting their heads together and doing some kind of business. Yeah? Both of them are giants in British boxing. Yeah? That's how I see it. They're giants in British boxing. They're supposed to be putting their head together and doing some kind of business. Like I said, they could have their own sports apparel company, Benn and Eubank. Yeah? Bags. They could have selling bags, gloves, whatever with their name on it, yeah, would sell. Millionaires, multi-millionaires, yeah, and then hand down that legacy to their family and children, yeah, gloves and bags, Eubank and Benn printed on it, making money forever. But instead of that, arguing and fussing and fighting. Eddie Hearn was told Beterbiev nearly hit him. Eddie says he has a sense of humour, but just trying to get it out of him. Saudi Arabia is now the new home of boxing, not Las Vegas. Well, that's a big statement, isn't it? I wonder if Floyd Mayweather will now move out there now. Yeah? He says Saudi Arabia is now the home of boxing, not Las Vegas. I mean, I think it's a bit premature to say that. We've seen a few good fights in the last year, but just to say like, oh, Las Vegas is finished, that make a lot of sense to me. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if Turkey Al Sheikh drops dead, God forbid it. God forbid it. I think they said he's got health issues. You don't know the next person behind him might not have the same enthusiasm, and then the money stops coming and it's all gone. So to say now, Saudi Arabia is now the new Mecca for boxing, not Las Vegas, that's just a bit premature for my liking. Eddie Hearn says the only boxer in the division that can beat Beterbiev is Bivol, but he will have to fight a perfect fight on the night. Yeah, he's the only one. You have to fight a perfect fight, and he did, and he still lost. Conor Benn interview asked who is the best fighter. Who are the best fighters? Conor says, do you think I'm in this game to think anyone is better than me? Call me delusional, but self-belief is important. But names Crawford, Enis and Madrimov as the top in the division. Yeah, so they mentioned all these names, and he was supposed to like say they're the best ones. And he said he's not doing that, which makes a lot of sense. Gone through that now. Okay, that's it. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. And I'm off.